Over the last couple of months I have reviewed a lot of backpacks, some of which fall under the everyday carry backpack, so I thought today I would whittle it down to my top 5 favourites. This is the Stubble & Co roll top backpack. The price is £105, which converts roughly to $130. You can get this backpack in a bunch of different colours, such as all black, sand, orange, concrete, earth red, blue, green and an off-white. The dimensions of this backpack are 30 centimeters in width, 44 centimeters in height and 15 centimeters in depth. It is a 20 litre and it weighs 2 pounds. This can fit in as a carry-on but also as a personal item. I know I had a question or two regarding if the roll top was up. That probably might differentiate whether it's going to be a carry-on or a personal item, but I would just have the roll top down, or when you're going through security, just take whatever's at the top, carry it, and then hide it under your coat. Where possible, they have opted for materials from recycled sources, but only when they have passed performance tests. The main body of the bag is made from waterproof materials. The seams have waterproof binding and they use water resistant zips. I can confirm that the backpack is water resistant, other than these kind of moments where the water might soak in, but in terms of keeping your belongings and valuables safe, it is grand. It fits up to a 16-inch laptop and it fits my 11-inch Acer. It slides into the back here so that you have a bit of wiggle room when the bag isn't fully packed. When it is fully packed, then you know it is absolutely secured, and also the seams on the zippers are absolutely tapered tight. So I rave a lot about the mesh on this backpack. It runs into the straps and on the back. The airflow is amazing and the straps are highly comfortable. I feel like a lot of brands miss the trick that Stubble & Co hasn't, where you run the material and the mesh onto the neck as well, and that just adds on a bit more comfort. I have to say the fit is grand in terms of the straps. They kind of, you know, curve around the girls. But, oh my god, I'm getting stuck. Again, I just don't think brands really think about this too much in terms of anyone who is a bit bustier here. Up here it is absolutely okay. It does feel a little bit tight. You can maneuver it. I like to have it a bit further down, but if I have this any further, it's going to squish me. I think they could have done better in terms of the sternum strap and added a bit more material, especially for people who have bigger chest area, because the girls are getting squished and that's at its fullest form as well. So I can imagine for someone like Cassie who does have a bigger chest area that's definitely not going to work, and the comfort level is going to bring it down. But in terms of the straps and everything, it is absolutely lovely. There is a bit of slight organization with this backpack. You have a pocket here on the front where I like to keep my cards or my purse, but as you can see, whenever it is bulky, it kind of forms the shape of whatever's inside. So when you have your purse in here, it does kind of bulk out. And on the inside you have a little bit of organization, and I have to say I do not use it, but it is there because the bag is top loaded. It's nice to know that those pockets are here at the top so that you have quick access to them. You have 2 water bottle compartments here. You obviously don't have to use them for both water bottle compartments. You can use them for anything. I have my chalk in here for the gym, which is in the side pocket here. It has a nice bit of stretch as well, which is quite handy because then you can expand it out around the product that is in there. Then externally you have these straps which you can pull in the bag should you want to, or you can attach anything externally. Say you have your tripod here, you can lip it through to secure it even more, and that is on both sides. They also have this at the bottom, which is ideally for cyclists who are obviously bending over, and then you have that reflector here, which is quite handy. So some pros: the handle on top here, I didn't know how handy this was going to be, especially when I use this bag majority 99.9% of the time when I go to the gym and I am firing this about, and it's quite easy to maneuver. Otherwise then, yeah, you are just pulling on the straps, but over time will probably cause some turn. I love the bright colors inside, so that vibrant color, so it makes it easier to see everything. It is pretty easy to clean, especially when you have chalk. As I said, I use this for the gym, so it is handy enough to just wipe it down, and it's stylish. It's quite urban looking. I love it. I generally have been using it all the time. It is one of my top favorite everyday carry backpacks. A con might be that there isn't really a lot of organization with this bag. It's just mainly like space, which I absolutely love, but I know for other people they might find that a bit of a con. This has held up really well over the last 6 months. I have been using it for most of my sessions at the gym, and it does get fired about a lot, I'm not gonna lie, so it has held up pretty well. This backpack is for someone who wants a roll top backpack, who doesn't mind the top loading pocket with minimal features, but enough to satisfy. It is an active backpack for on the go, and it is made for outdoors. It is a great day-to-day backpack with a laptop compartment. This is the Arcane Large Day Pack. This is priced at £100, which is roughly around $122. Online it doesn't give this color, so I'm gonna say it is a yellow, and you can get it in a different bunch of colors such as black, grey, blue and red. You can get this backpack in the small, large or extra large. This is in the large at 20 litre. The dimensions are 45 in height, 30 in width and 22 in depth, and it weighs 1.41 pounds. This can be used as a carry-on and a personal item. It will definitely fit in the seat in front of you. They have done their best to be sustainable, constructed with recycled polyester fabric. It is water resistant, but I definitely wouldn't trust it in the downfall. This backpack holds up to a 16-inch laptop. It holds my 11-inch grand with a bit of wiggle room, and the backpack just opens like this. It is just simply a slip, but it is well padded, and directly in front of it is another little slit with a pocket so that you can fit maybe smaller tech accessories in there. The straps here a bit like Stubble & Co. They have made it run on top, but unfortunately they have stopped the padding so it doesn't run right through. I would have preferred that so you can get that extra comfort, then it ends up just digging in. But I haven't found really any issues with the straps because I normally wear like a hoodie or something like that. But they are ground, they are a bit rugged. There is a slight bit of mesh in the material but no real airflow. Like I said, it does kind of hug around your neck, so it isn't the comfiest whenever you're just wearing like a top like this. It kind of curves round again, and there is no sternum strap or anything like that on this bag, and you don't really need it because when it is packed up it's not overly heavy. On the back here you have no real support as such. I guess with an everyday carry you're not really too focused on that, especially if you are wearing a jacket, then you can get padding from that too, but this definitely doesn't have anything like fancy schmancy on it. It actually reminds me of like a bit like cardboard on the back here, and it is that stretchy mesh though. I haven't had any issues in terms of like airflow, but in terms of comfort it's not overly comfortable. It's not in comparison to Stubble & Co. like. In terms of organization, you have a pocket here on the front that is quite small, but it's handy enough if you want to just swing the bag around and get into your bag, then it is there with enough space. And then inside the bag you have additional kind of organization with a little zip pocket here with some mesh, which the mesh is really strong, and then some additional like pen holders and smaller pockets, and it is that kind of water resistant material, so everything is quite easy to clean in here. External features on this bag, you have this hidden water bottle compartment that slides in here on the side. You obviously don't have to put a water bottle in there, you can put an umbrella because there is plenty of space, and the mesh kind of sucks around the product too. And then on the backpack externally you have a bit like Pacsafe products where you can clip this around a stationed object, and that just adds on extra security for whenever you are setting the bag down. It is bright and vibrant and simplistic. It has some fun features which makes it enjoyable on the go. It is a reliable brand with strong materials. Some cons, maybe the fact that over time, I know with this material when you are wiping down, because it is that cloth material, it starts to become kind of bally on it. Just be aware of that. And also there is no real protection with the bag, like it is quite flexible, so there is no real like padding. If this falls over, just be aware of what you have in the front. I've been testing this for a couple of months now, and I did try to use it as a gym bag, but it doesn't work for that. I feel like you can get better and do better in terms of like Stubble & Co. with that material. Is quite easy to just wipe down. Again, as mentioned, it is the dirt on this bag kind of gathers, and then you do have to wipe it down. I'm sure there is care guides over on Osprey, but that's just something to note. It doesn't really perform as a gym bag, but it is absolutely great for commuting through the city and day-to-day life. This is the 25-litre Patagonia Black Hole. This is priced at £135, which is roughly around $166. Over on the website, they don't do this colour anymore, I don't believe. It probably depends maybe on your country. They might have opted to put this back on, but you can get it in an array of different colours. I'm not going to use their fancy smancy words. It's basically red, blue, dark blue, and green. You can get it in the 32-litre, and you can also get it in the 55-litre, which is their duffel form of this backpack. The dimensions are 47.7 by 30 by 14.9 centimeters. This weighs about 1.4 pounds, I believe. I will pop it up on the screen just to be sure. This can be used as a carry-on or a personal item. It'll definitely fit in the seat in front of you, especially if you don't have it like fully packed out. Should be grand either or. I know with the newest one over on their website, they now have like a luggage slit, which I don't feel like this backpack needed. This backpack is made from extremely durable, weather resistant, 100% recycled fabric. Due to like this laminated fabric, it is definitely water resistant. I can absolutely vouch for that. I don't know if brands can say that they're absolutely waterproof because of like, you know, these types of fabrics on the bag doesn't really make it that. But in terms of keeping your belongings safe, this is grand. The laptop compartment doesn't say over on their website what size it holds up to, but it definitely fits my 11-inch. And it is held down by this little buckle, and I absolutely love that in terms of just having that extra security. And then directly in front of it is a more fleeced, micro fleece material for more delegates, such as your tech accessories or even like your phone and sunglasses. You can plop in there too. The straps here are absolutely grand. They're really thin, they kind of curve as well. The fit on me is fine. Again, I don't really, in comparison to maybe Osprey there, these are definitely way better. And you have the option to just pull it in a bit tighter. The sternum strap has a bit more fabric in comparison to Stubble & Co. So you have a lot more to work with here in terms of expanding it out. So I love that, especially for this area. And you can adjust it by taking it out and moving it up, which is a bit of a faff. Like, I prefer just the rotation kind of ones, but it's there if you need it. Then the back here, there is no real like padding, but there is this mesh kind of material here, and then you obviously have this little gap here. They have updated it where they have like 2 panels here, which I probably prefer in terms of like maybe prompt and posture and a bit more comfort. But then that is for the fact that they have that luggage slit, which then turns the bag onto the side. And I don't know why brands keep doing that. It should have just went here. Like, they could have just put the luggage slit across so then the bag could sit like that. In terms of organization, you have this pocket here on front, which is great for just grabbing like your keys, swinging the bag around, and it's there. And then on the inside of the bag, you have another mesh pocket with a key lash, which is handy enough. And as mentioned, you have that extra like tech pocket. And then on the side of the bag, you have another wee pocket, which is just handy for organization. It's not overly done. You've got 2 mesh pockets here on the side. This mesh is very, very strong. Absolutely love it. One on this side and then one on this side. Externally, you can attach anything down this daisy chain, and you have the option to pull the bag this way or on this handle too. And on the straps, you have a little bit more fabric where you can attach anything externally should you want. This backpack is made from great materials. It is really fun to use. It is vibrant. I absolutely love the colors. The laminated materials makes it really great as well. And that extra water resistant and also easy to clean. One thing to note is that the straps here hold a lot of dirt. You can clean this bag, but it would just take a bit of effort, and I haven't got around to doing so, but it has like caused a lot of dirt here, especially up at the top. I've had this backpack for a long time now. I started using it as my gym bag as well in with Stubble & Co, so it was a mix between the two, and then my partner has now used this as his main gym bag, and his belongings like his lifters and all that, they're in here still. With his knee pads, so It has worked out really well for him to just use it as a gym bag too, but the only thing to note is the fact that the straps are starting to get very dirty. This backpack is great and made for outdoors on the go. It is probably not suited to be sitting in the office. It has the outdoors feel to it that can be transformed into an active backpack as well. This is the Pacsafe Metrosafe X Anti-Theft 16-inch commuter backpack. This backpack is priced around £150, which roughly converts into $185. This is in the slate, and you can also get it in the black and tan color. The volume of this backpack is 18 liters. It is 44 in height, 30 in width, and 10 in depth, and it weighs 2.24 pounds. It can be used as a personal item for sure, and I wouldn't use it as a carry-on because it's definitely going to fit in the seat in front of you. This backpack is made up of sustainable material, recycled polyester, PFC free. This backpack is definitely water resistant, not fully waterproof because of the other kind of mesh materials around here, but definitely enough to keep your valuables safe. These are one of my favorite straps on a backpack, a bit like Stubble and Co. They have random material here on the neck, which adds to the comfort of the backpack, and the mesh here on the backpack runs very nicely onto the straps, and the comfort level is great, and you can adjust it, oh my god, to your own build and height. I do have an issue with not an issue, but Pacsafe and their straps, because sometimes there isn't enough material to pull down on, so the 18 litre works out really well for my own build and height. The backpack here doesn't really have a lot of airflow because it is that thick mesh, but it has a lot of support with different like kind of moments here, prompt and posture. And then you have this luggage slit, which this is the only bag that makes sense to have it this way because this is how you access the bag. This backpack has a lot of just different like hidden features as well as main organization features. So you have this front pocket here which attaches to the anti-theft rebar here, as well as the main compartment. And in there you have a little mesh pocket with a key lash inside there too, which is quite handy enough. And also in the main bag you have a lot of organization going on, which is great because whenever you're opening up this bag and you're sitting down, it makes it quite handy to see into the bag. And not like most bags where it is top loading, or like the Osprey where you open it halfway, or a roll top. This is on its side and it just gives you natural light into the bag. And straight in front you have RFID blocking pockets with held on with velcro, and some smaller pockets as well for additional organization. This backpack's laptop compartment is that fleece material. It fits up to a 16-inch laptop and it fits my 11-inch grand, and then straight in front it fits an 11-inch like tablet for added tech accessories. And again, it is well padded with that fleece material, so it keeps everything nice and clean. In terms of organization in this bag, it has quite a lot of different wee features, but it's not completely overwhelmed. And then some hidden pockets on the backpack on the back here, which is additionally protected by the anti-theft features, and that just runs here on the back here. External features: this backpack has a slim profile, so the water bottle fits really well for this kind of backpack. It is very slim, but you can tuck it away should you want to on the side here, so it's not just bulking out whenever it's not in use. Then you have this additional pocket here, which is great for just placing in your little cards or keys or anything that you just want here on front, or your AirPods, because there is another wee tiny pocket inside it, so it's extra secured in. This backpack has amazing anti-theft features. It is easy to clean and it is very sleek in its design. It's quite smart looking. A con is if you don't have the anti-theft features attached into like the loopholes, then you start to make a jingle with this bag. In comparison to other bags, maybe people don't want to swing their bag around, so that might not be for them. And also maybe they want a more funky urban backpack, then maybe go for a different color in this or opt for the other 4 bags. This backpack is designed for a fast-paced lifestyle with its slim profile. It's not overly flashy, but it has enough smart features to keep your belongings safe. It isn't for someone wanting maybe a top-loading backpack. As mentioned, it could be a con for someone having to swing their bag around and get access to the bag that way. It's especially with the anti-theft features. Maybe that's just not someone's preference. This is the Matein travel laptop backpack. This is priced around £33, which is roughly $40. This is the grey, and you can get it in a bunch of different colours. I'll be here all day if I had to name them, so head over to the website, links in the description. You can get it in the 14-inch, 17-inch, and 18-inch, and this is the 15.6-inch. The dimensions are 18 by 12 by 7.8 inches with an item weight of 1.68 pounds. The capacity is 28 litres. This is definitely made for a personal item for the seat in front of you. The amount of people I see using this at the airport is astonishing. You probably could use it as a carry-on as well, but why not if you can use it as a personal item. Not really sustainable. It is made up of water-resistant polyester material. Although water resistant, over a period of time, I know I got caught in the rain with this backpack a couple of times, and it did, nothing in my bag got soaked, but the material took a while to like dry. It has the laptop compartment here at the back, which is quite handy enough when you're going through security, and it opens like this, and it is held down by a little bit of Velcro. Obviously not as strong as the other kind of materials, but it absolutely does the job. Then the terms of fit of the straps, they are a bit thicker here. The padding does fair enough run to the top of the straps here. There is no gap. And in terms of fit, it has a nice fit. It is highly comfortable. I've had this backpack for nearly 2 years now, and I've never had any issues in terms of comfort. The back of the backpack, for the price and everything, it is well enough. Nice airflow. It has 2 prompts in here for your upper back and then 1 for your lower back. And it also has that luggage strap here, which does it the right way. This backpack does have a lot of like organizational features. It is like kind of all-in-one backpack. You've got your front pocket here, inside the kind of front main compartment. You've got a little bit of organization going on with your key lash, different compartments, pen holders. It is that water resistant material in there, so it's quite easy to clean. Then you have your main pocket, which again you have a little bit of mesh in pocket. Smart features with your USB kind of lead in there, and just additional little pockets. And then again on your back here you have that laptop compartment too. Externally then you have the port here for your power bank. You can use the charge on the go with this backpack. This backpack is well worth getting for the price of it. You can absolutely not go wrong with it. I have been using it now for 2 years, and I have to say it's held up grand. My partner uses it in London as his work backpack and absolutely loves it too. It's really reliable. It has a lot of different features. It's strong. It can hold up a lot as well. Just be aware in terms of it holding up a lot. I would probably try and get yourself maybe like a little tag, or one thing, a tag to differentiate. It's not really a con, but a tag to differentiate your bag, because a lot of people do have this at the airport. And also if you are fully packing it, maybe putting a little tag through, because I don't think a lock would fit in, especially on the main compartment. When it is fully packed, the zips just start to like open by themselves. I've had an experience where all the stuff in this bag fell out because it was fully packed, and then the zips just started opening. I know for people this can feel like outdated, but it is gorgeous in the black as well. But for the price, absolutely, you literally can't go wrong with this bag. I've kind of given you an update on its performance in the pros there, but I feel like it has those smart features if you want, it has the organization if you want, and it has the space if you need it as well. And it does make for a great everyday carry backpack. With this backpack, you're not going to break the bank, and you can use my code here for 10% off as well, so that should help you out too. Obviously it might be a bit outdated for some people. I can understand maybe the USB port and things like that are a bit gimmicky nowadays with some backpacks. They can outdo. You can head over to my channel for the full reviews on every backpack that I have mentioned there. This is just my opinion on my top 5 for the everyday carry backpack. Obviously there's a lot more brands that I absolutely love and have reviewed over on my website, but if I had to go through them all, then I'd be here all day. So hopefully my top 5 can help you whittle it down to your favorite as well. Again, I will leave the links to all the products I have mentioned below, and hopefully that'll get you over to their website quite easily. They are affiliate links, and I would greatly appreciate if you could use those links to purchase any of these products. And I will also leave alternative backpacks in the description too. and some of the written reviews that are over on Dream Big Travel For, so you can check them out as well. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next review.
Give it to me like